Drew?
Yep.
It's been nearly 4 years. Do you know since when?
Since I was in high school.
Okay, true.
Since I don't know.
It has been nearly 4 years since House of the Dragon had an actual finale. And today, we had an actual
finale.
House of the Dragon finale.
Yeah.
Roll intro. Welcome back to Stole My Line, the Hit Outside movie podcast. I'm Grant.
Can we claim to be the hit podcast?
I don't know. I feel like we're a hit.
Yeah, okay.
Are we a hit with you?
We like ourselves.
No, we're a Fireside film podcast. I'm Grant.
And I'm Drew.
So, welcome. We're talking about movies and TV by fire. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe.
You should.
If you want to. If you're on audio or if you're like, oh, I listen to podcasts, I'll go give them a 5-star review. We would love that. We would appreciate that.
Why not?
If you were here, we'd give you a hug. But
we would.
We can't do that.
Yeah. But
still, consider doing that. House of the Dragon has a finale.
It's true.
We're back.
We're back. Well,
and
yeah.
Now we're done.
We're back and now we're done.
A few more years. But what'd you think of the House of the Dragon Season 3 finale, Drew?
I liked it. I thought it was good. I think there were lots of interesting character moves that happened.
Yes.
It did kind of feel like, I don't know. Now it's like, now we have to wait for 4 years, and when it comes back, it'll still be dark people and dark rooms
people talking in dark rooms.
But
no, I think that this finale, though, ties up the threads of this season pretty well.
I agree.
No sewing, pun intended, actually.
Oh, that's good.
That was unintended. But I do think that there's a lot of storylines that got a form of a conclusion in this episode.
Yep, I agree.
Which is what a House of the Dragon finale should do.
Yep.
It should have done in Season 2. So now we have it in Season 3, and that's fine. So,
yep.
Battle of Tumbleton, or I don't know if it's the Battle of Tumbleton, but
there was a battle at Tumbleton.
The battle at Tumbleton happens. So, I don't know, where do you want to start? Any specific storyline that you want to talk about first?
Obviously, spoilers for the whole season.
Yes.
And probably the whole show.
Yes.
So if you haven't seen it and you care, now is your time.
Yep.
I think Daemon really got his moment to shine here.
He did. This is kind of Daemon's thing, is fighting people.
And
then making poor-ish decisions and having to deal with them.
Yep.
Which is what happened in this episode.
It is what happened. I think this showed, nobody's great in this show, but the Hightower, specifically Ormond, putting kids...
Not really that great.
Up on the barricades, horrible.
And then Daemon just burns them.
Yeah.
Also not great.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, everybody's conniving. Everybody's making chess moves to try to win the game. Ormond especially. I feel like, Ormond is now dead.
Ormond's toasted, yeah.
He is so dead. So, now that he is dead, looking back on the season, he was a fun villain that was in the season. And I liked having him in the season.
Yeah, I think he was great at getting all the characters where they needed to be. And he was a relatively compelling antagonist. And his death was satisfying.
Yeah, it was satisfying.
Yeah.
He's very watchable. You kind of hate him.
Yep.
So when he died that way, you were like, okay, that was satisfying.
That was satisfying.
A little bit more satisfying than Sir Criston Cole's death, might I add.
And they mentioned that in this episode.
Yeah.
And they're like, how'd he die? And he's like, I don't even know. It's like, dang.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It is tough. I do think, like, all the pieces that Ormond put into place then serve a purpose and function within this battle. For example, Ulf. For example, Daeron.
Yep.
Like, everybody who is in this battle kind of serves a purpose, and a lot of character conclusions happen / occur in this episode. So
true.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on the Hightowers?
They are bad.
All of them?
Daeron's pretty good. I honestly like Gwaine too.
Yeah, Gwaine's kind of...
He's like... They are the two characters where it's like, y'all are making the best decisions out of anybody. I
love how we call Daeron a Hightower, because he, like, functionally is, even though he's a Targaryen with a dragon.
That is true.
We, like, consider him a Hightower.
He's really a pawn of the Hightowers. He hasn't really decided who he is yet, I don't think.
For sure. What'd you think of the scene? This was one of my favorite scenes of the episode, because it was pretty tense, is when Gwaine brings Lord Corlys to Daemon, and he's like,
was good.
Hey, can we,
Can we have
Go
peace,
for peace
basically?
here.
Yeah.
And Daemon's just like, no.
Daemon's like, we're not doing that. That was interesting. I like that Daeron subverted Ormund finally.
Yes.
That's good.
That had been set up, too.
Had been set up.
Good writing.
And I mean, it makes perfect sense for Daemon, and I don't even know the guy's name, but the guy with the big beard.
Oh, gosh, yeah, I don't know.
The ruler of the North, maybe?
So many names,
I don't know.
by the way.
It makes sense that they're like, frick you.
Yeah.
Can we kill Gwaine?
Yes.
So, I like that. My favorite scene, maybe in the whole episode, is... the names. Aegon and Aemond.
Yes.
That was so
Hey, you got the names down. Look,
good.
it took you 8 episodes and you got the names down.
So
I'm so proud of
good.
you. No, that was a great scene. Aegon is like a super great character now.
He kind of is.
It took him,
he
like-
was so annoying in the first half of the season.
Yeah. But then he like kind of becomes his own character. And I knew he'd be a big player towards the end of the show. And this sets up the end of the show of like, yeah, Aegon and Aemond are teaming up, even though Aemond tried to kill Aegon. And they're teaming up and they're going to march on King's Landing.
I know. It was almost played for comedy when he gets off his dragon. He's like, I'm alive.
Oh, yeah, it's great. His performance is awesome.
I was like, that's so funny.
It's a lot of fun. But then Aemond has had... I don't know. I want to hear what you think about his character progression this season because he's become more mature.
He has become more mature.
But then he's almost less watchable. Like, he was so fun because he was a wild card. So I don't know. What you think?
I know. My question is, like, why has he become more mature? I don't really think I understand that because he's just kind of been talking to the witch lady the whole time.
I mean, it's like the same reason how Daemon kind of became more mature when he was there as well. Like, I guess these visions that they're having make them more introspective.
Okay.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll go with that. But, I mean, Aemond was probably due for some maturity anyway. So
I think that's true. And, I mean, he realized he gets poisoned by his mom and he can't trust anybody except for allegedly the witch lady.
Shout out Alice.
We shall see if Alice is trustworthy. I think she is, at least to Aemond.
I don't know. I think she's using him.
Really?
But, like, everybody's using everybody
yeah,
here.
I mean, that's kind of par for the course.
Yep.
I like their dynamic a lot, the three of them. I think it's super interesting. I think it will be very intriguing.
Yes.
Next season. And then we have Rhaenyra.
We do have Rhaenyra. And, well, really quick, before we get into Rhaenyra, if it's all right, I want to ask you a question that does pertain to Rhaenyra.
Okay.
You have said before on this podcast that this show does not work if Rhaenyra and Alicent's relationship does not work.
I have said that.
In the first season, it was very strong.
Yep.
In the second season, it had strong moments.
Yep.
Had weak moments. What do you think about their relationship this season? Because
kind of, well, it's not non-existent, but
I think the last few episodes, they've been, like, obviously apart. But I feel like Alicent hasn't done much besides poison Aemond.
yeah, she's
I don't know,
been trapped in the walls.
Yeah, this season she's been a little bit just, like, there. And then she did do stuff, but she's not in the fray.
I think their relationship is equally interesting if you take the whole season as a whole.
Yes.
I think Rhaenyra, you are watching Rhaenyra become significantly more cold, and just she is losing her care for people.
Yep.
As the crown becomes heavier, which I think is interesting to watch.
Yes.
But that includes Alicent. Like even in the beginning of the season, she's like, "I'm not going to hurt you or Helena.
Yes.
Like I'm going to lock you away, but I'll feed you. I'll take care of you." And then she's basically like, "All right, go kill your son."
Yeah.
And she is becoming more and more cold.
Yeah, and I think you even see it, spoilers for, like, kind of the end scene, but Helena, content warning, by the way, Helena commits suicide.
True.
Which, honestly is pretty tragic knowing her character, because, like, Loki went through it.
Yeah.
It was sad. But then Rhaenyra's reaction to that, I mean, it was kind of horror, but then she, like, finds this blanket that Helena had been working on all season. She was like, "Oh, sick. This is mine now, and I'm going to close this window." Like, she didn't really care that Helena had died.
And I think maybe even part of her is glad because
It's one less thing to worry about.
one
maybe.
less thing to worry about.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because Helena was a dragon rider, even if she never rode her dragon.
And potentially had a son.
Yeah, that too. So it kind of did suit Rhaenyra's needs/desires, even if she wasn't going to do it herself. So, what do you think of when Rhaenyra goes to the High Septon, and says, "I want you to anoint me," and he's like, "No," and then she's like, "Well, screw you guys anyway."
I think it makes a lot of sense. I honestly think her character arc is really well written from the whole show. I mean, she has this prophecy allegedly said about her that she will be the rightful ruler of King's Landing and the Seven Kingdoms.
Yes.
And you were watching this get tested, and then when Aegon is revealed that he's alive, the dam breaks.
Yep.
And it's like her faith is being tested in this prophecy, and in this episode, it's almost like it's revealed that she doesn't believe it, so now she's taking it by force.
Yeah.
I think it's super intriguing.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, if you've seen Game of Thrones, you realize that the Song of Ice and Fire is not about Rhaenyra, it's about Daenerys, and then the show doesn't do a great job of handling the actual prophecy, but whatever. That's a whole separate conversation. And I think, like, the idea, and it is more deep, which I know you haven't seen Game of Thrones, but if you've seen Game of Thrones, you realize, like, oh, everybody here is kind of mistaken. Like, this isn't about Rhaenyra at all.
Yeah.
Like, the person that it's about comes hundreds of years later. And so, when they reference, the Night King, the White Walkers very indirectly, but the threats in the north and, like, all of this stuff that occurs in Game of Thrones, it just adds a layer of, like, man, these people are so misguided, but you can't even blame them because, like, they don't have that kind of foresight, too.
Right.
So it adds a cool little layer to this whole show of, like, yeah, I mean, Daemon was wrong when he had that vision. He was like, I saw a girl with dragons and that was you. It's like, that wasn't Rhaenyra, even though it was easily mistaken. So, but I think, like, this is, again, kind of spoilers for Game of Thrones. Rhaenyra's arc here of kind of becoming a mad queen is similar to an arc of a character in Game of Thrones. Try not to spoil it for Drew. But that arc was done very poorly and very rushed. Even though I think it was a smart arc for that character to go on, I think this is done better. And so I'm enjoying watching it, for sure.
And I think the benefit of having, at this point, 20 plus hours of a show.
Yes.
Close to 30, is you have time to break down your character.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's boring to watch or not is not the point. I think the arc is executed very well because they have all this time to explore.
Mm-hmm.
I think the execution is not for everybody.
Yeah.
Which has kind of been my hang-up with this show, is I don't think this show is really for me, and that's okay.
That's fine.
But I have enjoyed it, and I think the arc itself is executed very well.
Well, and I think about, I mean, obviously Rhaenyra with the little scenes of her grabbing Helena's arm and, like, showing that little bit of violence and coldness. And, or, like, I think about Daeron's character and, like, how he and Ormund have kind of, not sparred, but Ormund has kind of made him do stuff that is very obvious he doesn't want to do. And it happened over the entirety of the season.
Right.
From when he had to kill that commoner early in the episode, or in the season, I mean. And then there were just little things that hacked away at Daeron to the point where he, subverts what Ormund wants. And so I think the show does work really well if all the payoffs land, which I think in this episode they do. That's when the show really works, and that's what makes this season strong. I think a lot of people go back and forth on the show. We've had comments saying the show's really boring, the characters aren't well written. We've had people say the show is the greatest thing on earth.
Like, if you want to see the duality of man,
look at
our comment sections for this show specifically.
But I think that this show, if you take it for what it is, specifically this season, it has slower storylines that build and kind of bubble up and bubble over in this episode. Is this the greatest finale of all time? No, but it's very good.
Yep, it's very good.
I liked what occurred here.
I was going to ask you, where do you think this is going to go? But you have more information than I do.
I mean, as someone who hasn't read Fire and Blood, I know a little bit about how Rhaenyra's story ends. I know a little bit about Aegon's arc, etc., just from, like, having been around Game of Thrones for a while. I mean, I think this episode sets up Season 4, which potentially is the last season, to be Aegon versus Rhaenyra.
Right.
Which is kind of what the show has been since Season 2, more or less. And I think that it sets up that conflict pretty well. Like, yeah, we know who the big players are going to be in Season 4 because of the fallout of season 3.
Yeah, I think it's good.
So.
I don't think Daemon or Daeron will be a contender. I think he's just going to go run off in the hills and eat bread all day.
See, here's the thing. I also know how Daeron's story ends, unfortunately.
Is it sad?
I say unfortunately because I wish I didn't know. But
I feel like it's going to be sad.
also, the thing about the show is that they are diverting a little bit in different areas, so I don't know when outcomes are going to happen. Or if they are at all. Like, they might just scrap a whole storyline. So, I don't really know where Daeron's going. I like him as a character. I'm a big fan of Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. I'm excited for the Zelda movie. So, that being
every
said,
episode he's
listen, he's great. I love him.
I think he is good.
He is. But he's sympathetic. And
he's very, you feel for him.
what happens to sympathetic, honorable characters in Game of Thrones?
They all die.
Not usually great stuff. So, we'll see where his arc goes. But, I mean, he has a dragon. Like, he's not, like, helpless.
That is true.
So we'll see how that pans out, if he's going to join somebody's side, or if he's going to do his own thing like he did this season. But he's not under Ormond's thumb anymore.
True. It will be interesting to see what he does.
Yeah. I'm intrigued. That's about that. So, any other storylines that you want to talk about? Scenes that stuck out to you? I mean, Ulf. We could talk about Ulf a little bit,
We should talk about him.
who was kind of a wild card of this episode and has been for the whole season. But what do you think of his episode arc here?
I thought it was good. Again, I think I said this on an earlier episode, but when you have a character, and I'm not like talking down on Ulf, but he has very little loyalty.
Oh yeah,
on
100%.
either side,
which is kind of Rhaenyra's mistake that she won't even admit to herself that, like, yeah, she did get these dragon riders, and they don't have like a lot of reasons to actually be loyal to somebody.
And he's kind of a scummy person.
Yes.
Like, just in lifestyle.
Yes.
So obviously he will follow the money. Like, that just makes sense from a character perspective.
Yes.
So I think it's great there. It also makes sense that when you get beat up 10 minutes before you hop on a dragon, you'd probably go kill Ormund.
Yes.
I'm like, Ormund just screwed him over and then told him to get on a dragon. I'm like, probably not the best tactical play there, my guy.
Yeah.
So it makes complete sense that he gets toasted.
Yeah. I do think that Ulf's writing is actually pretty good.
I think it is good.
Even though, like, he doesn't have a ton of screen time. I think he's an important character, one, but two, that's the benefit of having 8-ish episodes to build out a character, is that with Ulf, you see him get beat around by basically everybody from Rhaenyra to Daemon to Ormond. Like, he has a reason to do everything, and I think a lesser version of the show would just have him hopping around sides for, like, no real reason. But there's a lot of cause and effect with this character that makes sense. So I appreciate that in the writing.
And I think it's an interesting class. It's not really commentary, but maybe even a little bit of, like, both Daemon and Ormond abuse Ulf, basically.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And because he's...
Or manipulate him, yes.
Yeah, because he's less than, or he's not of the High Towers and of the Targaryens.
Yeah.
I mean, he is Targaryen, but only kind of.
Yeah,
so I just think it's interesting. It's interesting commentary.
Well, and you mentioning this, I think I had a question for you coming into this discussion of, like, there is a politics, world-building side of Game of Thrones that it's not even really explicitly said. Like, you have to do some digging to learn about Old Valyria and, I mean, even just, like, the hierarchy of the houses, etc. And so, like, how have you been doing with, like, for example, like the High Septon and the Seven and all of this stuff, like the church kind of factor of the politics is an aspect of Game of Thrones that if you watch a seasons of Game of Thrones, you understand a little bit, but it's not as present in House of the Dragon until now. And, like, how are you doing, I guess, with the politics and all of that as a newcomer to Game of Thrones?
I don't know what High Valyrian is.
Okay. Yeah.
I still don't really know that. I mean, it's related to Corlys somehow.
Sure.
And I don't know other than that.
I mean, people might flame you in the comment section for that,
that's
but
okay.
I think, one, that's ridiculous, but two, like, there's a lot of world building here that's kind of unsaid and just referenced, which I think is good for the story, but also it's probably hard to pick up on if you're new to the Game of Thrones universe.
Well, I don't think it's essential to understand. I mean, I think I understand.
Yeah.
Whatever character is, like, the character motivations make sense here.
Like, when you say the blood of Old Valyria, you're like, okay.
I was like, I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is,
but we move on and it's fine.
You know what generally that is that phrase is functioning as within the conversation.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then the church, I am just kind of like inferring old Catholicism and be like, they're similar vibes. Like the church's blessing obviously has a lot of cultural impact. So Rhaenyra wants it to show face to the people, and that would make them trust her more. And he doesn't want to do that because he doesn't feel like the gods are saying that. I'm like, this all makes sense.
Yes.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think, and again, this is my own inference. I haven't done a ton of research on George R.R. Martin's specific references and influences, but like a lot of this was based on actual like medieval politics and battles, et cetera, et cetera. And so I guess the church function could have been similar to the church in those times. I don't really know, but like again, you've said it well. Like there's enough to infer from it that you don't have to go do a ton of research unless you want to, and then you can learn more if you want to. But, yeah. Okay. I'm glad that you're doing well. Guess there's no other things you want to talk about with this season finale. I have a few more questions for you if you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
My question number 1. Let's rank all 3 House of the Dragon seasons. Where does this one slot? If you had to slot it somewhere. Because I feel like we had 1 and 2.
I'm going to say 1, 3, 2.
Okay, so season 1, number 1, season 3, number 2, season 2, number 3.
Yeah.
I feel good about that.
Okay.
I think I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
I think season 1, the drama is a little bit more cohesive.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
I think Viserys being the linchpin is also so interesting there.
Yes. He functions so well in that season.
Yeah.
He's super interesting to watch. Okay. On the scale of 1, we'll go 1 to 7. I think, the 7.
What did I say last time? I don't even know.
I think you were in the 4 range-ish. Maybe the 3s.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 7, how likely are you to desire to watch Game of Thrones? Let's say you had all the time in the world.
I have all the time. Okay, if I had all the time in the
No,
world.
but like, would it be the first thing you watch, or you're like,
It would not be the first thing I watched. If I had all the time in the world, I would watch it.
So on a scale of 1 to 7, what is that?
I mean, like a 7, I guess.
Oh.
But hold on. There's important context. We don't have all the time in the world.
Okay, so realistic now, since we don't have all the time in the world.
I still like a 4.6.
That's a positive number.
Out of 7? Maybe,
Yes.
I guess. Yeah,
It's
I think
more
it is.
than half.
It is a positive number. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I feel good about that.
Yeah.
Subscribe if you want us to have more time in the world to re-watch all Game of Thrones / watch it for the
Send this
first time.
video to every friend you know if you really want me to watch Game of Thrones.
If you like our Fireside vibe, hit that subscribe button. Drew,
Yes.
if you could be one character in House of the Dragon,
They're all horrible people.
they are all horrible people. If you had to be though, who would you pick?
had to be probably Daeron.
Oh, I was gonna pick Daeron too.
It's just because he's like the most moral.
Daemon is pretty sick.
Yeah, but he's
he's not a great person.
He's
I would not want to do his actions, but his sword fighting is really sick.
He's sick. Yeah, the aura he has
His aura would be tough.
is strong.
But Daeron's a good pick because he has morals and he has a dragon.
True.
So it's not like you kind of get the best of both worlds there.
See, if I was Daeron, I would fly away and go to
live in
like
Essos or something.
I don't know what that is, but yeah, that's where I'd be.
That's not crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see how that shapes up in season 4. Season 4 is probably 2 or 3 years away, realistically, because that's how House of the Dragon works.
We'll be 57.
But if you like House of the Dragon or you like Game of Thrones, guess what we have on our channel? You're not going to believe this.
You're not gonna believe your jaw will be on the floor when we say this.
We have actually reviewed A Night of the Seven Kingdoms season 1,
which is way better than this show.
I would agree, actually.
Yeah.
I think that Night of the Seven Kingdoms is, for what it is, better than House of the Dragon. Maybe not deeper, but better.
Yep.
Get up, Sir Duncan. If you like that show, you can watch all our reviews. We will review season 2 when that comes out next year. I think filming just wrapped.
Yeah, that's what I read.
I just read the book, and so I'm very excited to talk about that next season of that show.
If you're in the market for more HBO products, we're talking about Lanterns.
We got you.
We're also going to talk about Harry Potter,
Yes.
the show, when it comes out.
Which will be a whole topic of conversation.
Super interesting.
Join us by the fire for that. What else do we have coming up, Drew?
Yeah, we have Lanterns. We have a bunch of artsy movies around the corner. We got Fjord. We got Social Reckoning.
Mm-hmm.
We have Behemoth.
Yes.
We actually just posted a video about our most anticipated movies.
Yes, so go watch that.
So go watch that one. We have any movie that's coming out, any show that's coming out, we're going to talk
Obviously,
about it.
Dune and Doomsday are around the corner. We have Clayface. We have I Play Rocky.
Yep.
Resident Evil's coming out.
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming out, and we're going to review as much of it as we possibly can.
Yep.
So hit that subscribe button. We're also going through Ted Lasso.
We are. Oh yeah, we're going through Ted Lasso too.
The second episode review will come out, I think, Wednesday. So if you like Ted Lasso, we're going through that right now. So hit that subscribe button. Again, thank you for being here. If there's nothing else, take a break
and enjoy a film.